As you can see, the green cloth is dirtier, which must mean that the blade is getting cleaner. Just been working at it with the stone here and polishing down some of the, got the surface rust off and getting down past some of the pits. I don't think I'm going to go to the trouble of taking all the pits out. That would be kind of silly if it, you know, for being on a working surface. It doesn't really matter much other than keeping it clean and rust free. But this is an old tool, so kind of like to keep a little bit of the character there. On the flip side, of course, I have it polished down. That's a working edge, and it's interesting. You can see if I can get it tilted. You can see kind of a difference in the way that the polish looks going from here down to there. And it looks like what they did was the old trick of welding, not pattern welding, forge welding a higher quality steel to the lower quality, lower carbon body of it. So a little economical move there. Anyway, just been working away with the stone. That's one thing. It's hard to reach in here with any kind of power tool and not disturb this line here. It's a little step down, but that's all right. It's going reasonably quickly. I don't intend to spend many moons working on this. Like I said, just kind of want to restore it to functionality so I can use it on some of my projects. Yeah, you know, I didn't have to take off the surface rust. I could have left it, but kind of wanted to make it nicer. And like I say, when you smooth it out, it is a little easier to clean, especially if you're working with wood that has sap in it that, you know, it gets all gummy. Now there is a maker's mark here. Unfortunately, they stamped it way off center, so I can't tell who made it. All I can see is that the name of the company began with the letter P. That's about it. Oh yeah, and over here is a stamp that says it's 8-inch, so, well, okay. But, yeah, I've been working like that. I'm trying to avoid that area where they stamped it, you know, because there's a few other little letters and things under there that you can read, but it doesn't mean anything. It says number extra. That doesn't make sense, I know, but that's part of the text there that would have been on the underside of or the lower part of the stamp. Yeah, if they just stamped it about 1/8 of an inch lower or so, would have been able to read more of it, but that's how it is. And I took out some of the, I think I mentioned in a previous segment that this had been used at one point as a froe because there were hammer marks along here. I took those out just because when I was raising up some burrs and things, because when you're using it, you don't want to have those in there. Yeah, that's not a working surface, of course, but still nice to not have burrs catching on things when you're running the cleaning cloth over it. So, slow work, but that's how it is. So we'll make some more progress. We'll get the green cloth a little dirtier and bring you back later when we got some more to show. Well, there's a look at the completed item, and changed my plans a little bit. I was going to leave this area bare metal, but I decided to phosphatize it. You just use phosphoric acid. It gives it a little corrosion resistance, and in this case it makes kind of a little interesting contrast between the tang in the back area and the blade part. I threaded the end of the tang so that my handles could be removable. Normally they'd be peened on there. That's what the original thing was. But I think now you can possibly see why I've got these handles such of an odd shape. Well, it's not conventional. I like to choke up. Actually, it would be that going this direction. Like to choke up when I'm using the Drawknife. Some people prefer to stay down here. That's fine. You know, whatever works for you. But that's why these have a swell up here, is for my palm to choke up. Anyway, what we'll do is go outside and find a piece of timber and have at it. So we'll bring you back with that. Well, got a piece of oak here from one of my trees, dried up old branch. So let's see how the old Drawknife does. Let's take some light cuts. Seems to be doing alright. As you can see, you use kind of a slicing motion. Yeah. Anyway, that's the size of things right there. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.